I always believed that family should come first. My parents had sacrificed so much to raise me, and once I became successful, I made a promise to myself. I would take care of them no matter what. So, when I landed a high-paying job and built my own business, I didn't hesitate to give back. I paid off their mortgage, settled their debts, and even surprised them with a brand new luxury car. It felt amazing to see them happy, knowing they wouldn't have to worry about money ever again. Or so I thought. The turning point came at my mom's retirement party. It was a grand celebration. Friends, relatives, and old colleagues gathered to honor her years of hard work. I was proud to be there, proud to be the son who could finally repay her for everything she had done for me. Then, during her speech, my mom smiled warmly, glanced at me, and said, "We raised a fool who thinks he's important just because he pays our bills." Laughter erupted. I sat there frozen. At first, I thought it was some kind of joke. But then I noticed how my dad chuckled, how some of my relatives nodded in agreement, as if my success was nothing more than a lucky accident. The humiliation burned through me. I had given them everything, and this was how they saw me? Not as a loving son, but as some arrogant fool? That night, I made a decision. I was done. No more payments. No more gifts. No more acting like their personal ATM. At first, nothing happened. A few days passed, then a week. My phone was silent. I thought maybe they didn't care, that they were fine without my money. Then the call started. 1, 2, 5. By the end of the second week, I had 105 missed calls from my mother, my father, even some of my aunts and uncles. The messages were frantic. "You need to call us now. There's a problem with the house. How could you do this to your family?" I ignored them. Then, one evening, my father showed up at my door. He looked desperate. I had never seen him like that before. "We need your help," he admitted. "Your mother made a mistake." A mistake? Turns out, after I had paid off their debts, my mom felt so financially secure that she took out new loans, big ones. She had spent recklessly, thinking I'd always be there to clean up the mess. Luxury trips, expensive jewelry, even gambling. And now, they were drowning in debt. Worse, the house was at risk. I took a deep breath. For years, I had been their safety net, but the moment I stopped paying, everything collapsed. "You called me a fool," I reminded him. His face turned red. "Son, we were wrong. We didn't realize how much you did for us." I stared at him for a long moment. This was the first time I had ever heard my father admit a mistake. So, I did something unexpected. I handed him a check. Not to pay off his debts, but just enough to hire a financial advisor. "This is the last time," I said. "From now on, you'll have to figure it out yourselves." I could see the regret in his eyes, but also something else. Understanding. For the first time, I wasn't just their provider. I was their son again. And maybe, just maybe, that was worth more than all the money in the world.
More unbelievable stories are coming soon. Stay tuned.